Hello, Councilman. We return.
What can I do for you, sir?
We talked to this man.
I am at your service day and night, sir.
You should probably sleep. Wonder if the servants are the same. If this wasn't the guy sweeping upstairs. Probably not. Take your leave, just tell him to fuck off.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
So I was thinking, Mortimer does portraits, right? So I was thinking that he might be responsible for the painting that's supposed to not be released yet, and this being another time or some shit like that, but that doesn't make any sense because Lois recognizes it. So it must, yeah, it's just a discrepancy. I'm trying to find thingies in it. Good games get you thinking. Getting some talkie. Let me actually see if I can use this in here. Okay, I can't. That's interesting. Because these take slight time to use, and sometimes the events are timed. So I will have to actually be fairly quick with this if I want to fuck around with it. I want to try and use 3AD, so we need someone to give us a negative alteration.
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where Sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
This man speaks very well considering the mask. It should be slightly muffled and it should kind of be dripping due to perspiration onto the mask. Like if you ever pulled a scarf up over your nose to try and get warmer in winter, you'll know that it gets wet very quickly.
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
The island looked like a big rock. It didn't look like it had much anything could grow on, so... Bird sanctuary, maybe?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps Sir would like to know something else?
That's good of him. some people are like, oh, this guy's trustworthy. He told me something about pigs, but him refusing to do so means that he'll likely also refuse to do so about your stuff, which is good, provided it goes back both ways. Obviously, sorry, this guy works for Mortimer, so...
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me,
same one.
I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
So, a thing, I cannot skip through dialogue, so I cannot click past the things we've already heard. So I'll make an effort to not look at the same thing again. Okay, so we're supposed to be over there. Like, it says... small saloon on the first floor. So, red saloon. Yeah, that's a small saloon. Red saloon is probably over here or something. This looks more like an observatory, an atrium or something. Arboretum. So I'm gonna try and see if I can go outside.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
This door looks heavy. He won't, I assume. No. Yeah, make the mistake of looking down a lot. There's often stuff up. Ah, okay, I'm not loud. Which is interesting. But we don't have the agility necessary to reach it. We did get a lot of stuff going with that dude. Should I eat a royal jelly before going in there? We have 3. I'm a little worried actually because we picked up notes by the Ricket here from our Nan after we... So if this is in any way linear, which it doesn't seem to be because they're scattered all over the grid, which I like, I'm worried that we missed one of those, so we'll never be able to get it. But then again, we come back to the same rooms quite often, so hopefully it's available there. We've looked at all the paintings, I believe. Nothing I missed here. In we go, I guess. There are some odd frame drops every now and then. Well, it's like it slows down, but the frames don't go below 40, so it's odd.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table. I am delighted to eat.
Let's see about Wollner. Because Wollner is the Prussian Minister of Religion, a friend of King Frederick William II of Prussia. Von Wollner secretly managed the affairs of the state, former pastor and member of the Masonic Lodge. He had all the time he needed to convert the king to his point of view. Together they opened their own lodge under the influence of crustaceans. Passionate about occult sciences and alchemy, he led a war of religion in his country and fiercely combated the ideas of the Enlightenment. A friend of Sir Gregory Holm, Von Wollner believes in spiritual alchemy, which the materia primera is the human soul. I see. I'm guessing you're immune to science, Giuseppe. Although he seems like a bit of a kind of easily manipulated bumbler, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a ruse.
Wollner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Oh, pity.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Wait, I clicked that. Sorry. What was that? It's vigilance. So, wait, what? Was it cultism? Or vigilance? It must have been occultism. I failed it even though I clicked it. Maybe I'm out. I had too little thing yet. I should eat. I'm gonna eat a thing.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Looks fake, honestly. Looks like a pretend, like ladies would hyperventilate at the theater to feint being, to feign being all precious and faint. She's vulnerable to psychology. Man, these opportunity things are far too short for my old brain. There was one that made it be slower, wasn't there? Hey, we got a vigilance thing, didn't we? Yay. Oh, where's the slower thing? We can exhaust ourselves by running into an immunity, but that was diversion, conviction, and etiquette. Damn. Diversion, conviction, etiquette. 3 in each. That's a lot. Oh, those are all in investigator. Damn, that seems like something we will not reach. Anyway, sorry.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Certainly not.
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
There's nothing on the fork, mate.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Lord Mortimer has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture.
Nothing strange about that.
And the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
See, we
This
admitted to
information is
snooping.
important. Thank you, Louis.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Yes, I heard the
I also have gout. What a ledge.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Fuck.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity.
Blunder, I
I was
guess.
hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore?
Sorry. Let's do a 3-er.
Its luster.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready
Oh, I
to govern
didn't
her.
see. His
Someone
immunity.
who will
Boo.
restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation
Wait, hold on. He threw me off balance, didn't he? So I can use my golden elixir. Yay!
by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future.
Aha.
I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Right, before it moves on, let's have a look. He's immune to politics. We discovered that in his room, I think. He was immune to something down there that I didn't see because I was trying to be quick. We used one of each of those because our blunder imbalanced us. We picked what I considered the right choice, at least. I don't like bluffing blindly into something that might bite you in the ass later, so... Also, saying we don't know might get us more information than pretending we do know, because then we know what we know, so people won't discuss it with us. But the blunder put us off balance, so we could use the golden elixir, then I could use one of each, and now we have done a... where is it? We got a trait, I believe. Legitimate. On skill. Oh. Where is that thing? Use one of each thing in Well, that's alright. One more in manipulation and one more in subterfuge. The fake elements, what is that? Oh, so there are... Some of the things I can click during the opportunities are just red herrings, I see. Disconnected states replaced by the focus state. Oh no, politics. Retroactive. That's nice. Etiquette and erudition. Damn. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Exactly one consumer. Oh no, we've used more than one of the jelly. It's exactly one. Oh, I should have read it better. Also, if any of you mentioned that in the comments that I read it wrong last time, I record these two at a time, so I'm sorry.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we
All
shall
those
meet
butterflies.
again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Uh-oh. Okay, we did a lot of stuff. What did we fail? Oh, we didn't fail anything, or could have done anything different? Weird. Oh man, ding ding, sucker. 8 points, you're dumb. I think these cost... Yeah, they cost more to level than these. Subvert use is nice. Starts at level 1. We had some talents that depended on subvert use, right? Ending an opportunity successfully. One more free in manipulation is a lot. I don't really think we need it. Sorry, I spent so much time looking at these. Get another subterfuge skill point. I'm sad about this one. Seductive, yeah. Well, let's have a look. That is technically level 1. Oh, I can actually put points in the grayed out one. I did not know that. In which case... Fucking politics. Level 1 in conviction, that's nice. Already psychology level 1. Logic's also nice. Agility, we could go like that. We have one more point. Urgh. Oh. Make our way towards vigilance. Hopefully there will be a book we can read to get that last point in vigilance. Talent unlocked. Effort pool increased by yay! Okay, so exactly one of each. Right. Fuck.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Okay. I once again forgot. Vigilance is the one we want one more point in. We don't have one of those, do we? Shit. Anything else that can help us? I mean, logic would be okay, I guess. Could get sub 30 used to level a lot, but it doesn't do that much. Linguistics, maybe? Linguistics or logic, I think, now that we can't do vigilance. Can't do either. We have one in etiquette now, one in conviction. Fucking subterfuge, I guess. We need the books to get things we can't get normally. Ugh, politics. So it's either going to be conviction, politics, psychology, or etiquette. Politics we need 3. Where's conviction? There we already have one, so I think we're gonna do politics, I think. Yeah. We're almost done, but I'm gonna be stealing everything here. So many butterflies. Is there actually a lot of... Well, that's worth a try. Find the place mentioned by your mother. Where all faces oogle or something. So that would be the gallery, I think. Yeah, the island looks pretty much dead. I think that's the reason all the butterflies are here. I think Mortimer probably has them for his garden, and all the soil here is imported. This is just a massive fucking rock, I think. So we'll get a better view. Exactly one of each consumable. One of each. And that includes royal jelly. We have quite a lot of stuff now. We also have a lot more skills that cost us quite a bit to fart on. So this is the dining hall. Just gonna have a look here before talking to Priestman. In fact, we may talk to Priestman afterwards.
This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Some bint, I think. Lois. An excerpt from the painting over there, the dog. I mean, these little paintings make sense, I guess. Mortimer supposedly does portraits, so doing bits of well-known ones, he might be a man that likes to copy. Possibly a forger.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
seems like it would be relevant.
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
Ulysses, Ulysses.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Ah, yes. The old Descartes. Yes, there's a logic thing. Sit there and stare at wax all day. God, you weirdo.
The Conversion of Ulysses by Gours. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines.
Feel like this might be relevant in
Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans.
Not too familiar with that story.
Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
A lot of tits out here, like the casual tit out. I believe that we emulated that to a certain degree with those really short Adidas shorts, where you would often see one or both testicles hang out. I'm not sure how well it was received. Mainly it was ignored. Piggy.
A swine in a salon? That's an odd choice of decor.
So, is this
This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
see if we can... Well... Did her differently, I guess. In all of them. She seems to have the curly-ish hair and all the other ones. So probably is her, if that's going to be relevant. Well, we're at 30 minutes. I need to find a place where it saves. I'm assuming after we talk to the Cardinal. What a mess. I like the discarded bits of grape. 3 people not present. Apart from Sir Holm. Hey, Oldie.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, Louis. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Well, go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
Also, the swine picture is once again behind us. I'm wondering if it is there.
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgon.
So, isn't Medusa a Gorgon? It's not a Medusa. Medusa was a specific Gorgon, as far as I recall. Let's see if that's elaborated on.
The Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
And that was a save according to the corner of the thing. So time for watching then, and next time.